Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go play action. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So many connections between the two quarterbacks in this game, Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray. Both Heisman Trophy winners. Obviously, you've got the Oklahoma connection. Both #1 overall picks. And both also won a state title in high school in the state of Texas. And neither guy is a very tall quarterback. Baker Mayfield at 6'1", Kyler Murray just at 5'10". Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
King. Come get some. Come on, come get some. Pistol. Hurry. Watch the whip. Hey, dude. 58, come on. Target. I got you.
Mayfield now. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Switch it. 58, boy, 58, Mike. Regular. 36. SOS.
A run for Nick Chubb.
Go, run.
A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield off the play fake. It's caught by Jackson. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Cardinals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down, Murray, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Murray off play action. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check out. Check 99. Check 3. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Hurry, hurry. Check 31. Check 31.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
First down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47.
King. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check 24. Regular. Watch twist. Watch King. Switch gears. Watch it. Alert flag.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Up, 20. Shoot. Point it right. You got take.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Kill.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch the ball. Mike.
Mayfield to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Run. You kill. Run. Kill. Slam. Check out.
A toss play to Chubb. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, Mike.
Hayward. 51.
Here we go, here we go.
Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Check. Hatchet. Go.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. It's complete to Drake. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a third down. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Check. Crunch.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. That's right.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And he missed it. Gonzalez has pushed it to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
180. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
Mayfield on play action. This one caught by Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Interception right there, baby.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ready? Hey, hold on. Check. No. Let's go.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
You got nothing to that.
Right back to Drake. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Murray steps away to his left. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Alert. 3 to 6. Run it. Half. 3. Check 3. Bang.
A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. On 1st down, Drake.
Switch.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle.
51's the mic.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Browns' 24-yard line.
From the 24, Murray. He goes underneath to Drake. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes. and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Come on, Tank. Bell. Smoke, smoke.
To throw is Murray, looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Regular.
They run it again with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Jim. Watch the eye. He's crossing. He's checking. Shit. Check 4.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Strip the ball. Strip the ball. Rush in. Check your hot read. Fresh stone. Travel. 51. Here we go, D. Off. Defense on deck.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 99. Check 99. Check. Yeah, Jay. 50. Switch up. Switch up. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
From the gun on third down, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
We've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now Chubb running right. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Spawn! No! Wow. Hey, alert 33! Hey, I got it!
And again, it's Chubb. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 17-yard line.
Set, 180! Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Kill. Up, 58,
Hey, alert 33. Hey, exit.
58's the money. 58's the money.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They'll come out in the pistol. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Regular. Slam. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Kings. Check.
They'll give it to Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Point it right.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on second down. Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by Jackson. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Set, 180.
Let's go D, tighten up. Let's go D, tighten up.
Pistol. Point it right. Go. My touch.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Mayfield. This is caught by Jackson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. Mayfield now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Play fake. Mayfield. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Check, 59. Man, that's trash.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably